Me and Marvin Gardens, Chapter 5 Dirt and Shovels. There were piles of dirt. There were always piles of dirt. It wasn't the right color dirt. When the farmer plowed the cornfield all those years before, the dirt was red and brown. This dirt was deep dirt. It was yellowish brown and gray. It had rocks in it. This was basement dirt. When I climbed the piles and stood on top, I used to think, I am standing on top of your basement, even though your basement is in your basement. Sounds stupid, but it worked for me. During phase one, which started the summer between third and fourth grades, they built the main roads that would link Gilbrand Road and all the development phases together one day. The road was called Orchard Way. It cut the field in half and was close to my house, even though back then the houses wouldn't be close to my house yet. I should really draw you a map. During phase one, I had this idea that I'd somehow get into the basements of all the houses and bury something of mine in there. Something special, something Devlin. I was like a dog peeing on trees to mark territory. Someone could build a house, buy it, move in, customize the kitchen, the deck, the front porch, but underneath it all would be me and my family. They'd never even know. Of course, this idea didn't work out because that's not how basements are built. Dirt basement holes are too deep to get out of if you jump into them. Tommy and I learned this on the first one, only I jumped in and he had to run home and get some rope to get me out. I think it was hitting us then. They were taking our field. There wasn't anything we could do about it. Nothing. During phase one, we used to climb the dirt piles together. We used to get in trouble because the nuggets of soil would get into our socks and onto our feet, and our sneakers turned brown and yellow inside and out. When Tommy and I climbed those piles of dirt, we'd rotate clockwise and look at what had become of our field, our corn-filled paradise, our meeting place. The things we'd named, the house, which was really the 200-year-old oak tree, the rose bush, which wasn't a rose bush at all, but a strange weed the farmer never managed to kill or didn't want to. When it was still a field, we'd meet at these landmarks and then walk through the rows of corn to the school playground in summer. Or we'd start a game of tag or hide and seek. You might think hide and seek in a cornfield was easy, but it was hard. The secret is to count to 100. That gives the corn a while to settle after you move through it. Anyway, they fill basements with cement right after they dig them. That's what they do most of the time. Still, the open house, the first house they built on Orchard Way, had my favorite Tonka truck under it. I was 8 then. Tonka trucks were a big deal. Throughout
Please pardon the interruption. We will be inside for recess today.